where exactly does the term branding come from? Well, everyone, it's a new month. It's going to July, so that means we've got another newsletter for you. So let's dive in. All right, everyone, thanks for watching. And right now I want to go into the newsletter, of course. So first off, we kind of start with, where did the term branding come from? So branding is very interesting because it actually dates back 6,000 years ago to the ancient Egyptians. It's actually originally Old Norse, which comes from brander was the term, and it means to burn. Of course, cattle was used for branding, and that term had expanded over time. The first instances actually were in pottery, which is quite amazing. Ancient Egyptians branded their cattle, as well as many civilizations afterward. And so in the newsletter, I kind of go into the evolution of branding and how it came about. It's evolved over time. Michelangelo was one of the first artists to actually sign his works. That was not known before him. There would be markings on art, but not necessarily a person's own name. Branding's evolved also from trademarks in the 1800s to the first Boulevard commercial in 1941. That was the first TV commercial in 1941, and many people thought the same kind of thing then as they do now about social media. Anytime there's a new platform, people are always skeptical, but technology always evolves, branding always evolves, and it's interesting to know the history, to learn from it, obviously, and to remember that in the future, it's important to take steps back and not always have a 5-second blurb about your company or what you do. And as we kind of evolve into socially conscious brands and entities as well, to understand what your business is, why it's important moving forward, as we'll kind of go into today in today's newsletter. So there's basically a lot that's gone on with the history of branding that you can check out in the newsletter. And remember that brands can burn, but they don't have to. So now let's go into the small business news. Let's check that out. So a small business trends report for 2022, which had some really interesting findings. The top queries that were pulled for small businesses were small business loans, small business grants, small business administration, small business ideas, and how to start a small business, which is all good news. We want to see businesses grow. Searches for digital marketing services surged by 1,500% during the pandemic, which we know it was a boom, but it was kind of interesting. I guess as people were stepping back, talked about the big shift, the great resignation, people were kind of changing careers and everything. Interest in creating short videos for small businesses grew by 420%. Substantial growth there. 600% more people were looking to free text message marketing. So that also improved. Some categories with the highest growth during that time, 2017 to 2022, casinos and gambling. Kind of crazy there. Utilities, online media, and then there's also some reports there. The top business by high-ranking organic keywords were publishing, veterinary in there, kind of some interesting notes. At the top, notable business categories with many business owners wanting to open a boutique, 1 in 5 wanting to open some type of boutique. Etsy business look attractive as well to people. Vending machines appear to be gaining most significant traction as well. And then coffee shops. People looking up coffee shops or starting a coffee shop business, which was also interesting. In SEO news, there is a report from Search Engine Journal that says that 46% of Google Search Console results are not shown. Many of us might use, and I'll actually turn this off. So back to the chill stuff. So many of us might use Google Search Console. We used it actually as a tool to understand where clicks are coming from. And it's actually said that 46% of clicks are not actually shown there. So there's a number of long tail keywords that Google does not provide. So that's pretty interesting. Pro tip. The pro tip is here. Yippee. Pro tip is update your business hours, including holiday closures, using the Google Maps app. So you can actually update your hours on the Google Maps app if you're logged into your account. And you can actually go into your the top right where your name is, and then go to business profiles, and then you can scroll down to edit hours, and then edit holiday hours, and you can actually edit your holiday hours. So that's pretty cool. Pretty sad in some ways. Google Ads says they do not allow firearms content, but they actually do, according to a report by ProPublica. They have benefited significantly, and there's actually a number of things that Google says they don't do, but they actually do, or they allow it in some way, such a way that things still get through. I know this from brands, different things. There's actually a significant number of guns and ads, things like that, they say might be tactical or other stuff. There's certain things you can't say, but the report basically says that Google does in fact profit from that, as I'm sure many other social media and other businesses do as well. So just a heads up, I guess, that in the future, there's always changes and updates to Google and Google Ads, and I know that in the future they're always kind of basically try and restrict certain ads from being placed. So hopefully this will get some attention and be able to be removed, because there have been lawsuits in the past that certain companies were using basically advertisement to target younger people in a negative way that had been found to have some substantial hurtful impacts, as we've seen recently with the shootings from Parkland to even Texas and other places all over. It happens all the time. So there was a lawsuit that actually found that they had deceptive advertising. So I really hope that Google listens and changes things. We have some announcements where we have won various awards. We're proud to say Best SEO Agencies in Columbus 2022 from expertise.com. We are listed here, which is awesome. We also have been listed as a top rated digital marketing agency in Columbus. Happy and proud to say that. And we also want to note that we are hiring. Have marketing skill. We're hiring all different kinds of positions. We're looking for marketing managers and marketing representatives. We really need to find those people and fill these jobs. So please go to our website and fill out this information with the job you want, and then your resume or experience. And we would love to hear more from you. So next up are the top client questions that we want to dive into. So let's dive into the top client questions. The first question is, what is a click? What is an impression? What do they mean? So a click is an actual click on an ad or an item on your website. An impression is a view and not a click. It means someone saw the content or button, but doesn't necessarily mean they clicked it. So that's the difference. A click is an actual click on an ad per se. Impression is just viewing with eyeballs, like, have seen it or it's been on the page. Number 2, I've used Google Ads on auto in the past. How is your service different? So basically, Cow Abundant have a number of services that we offer, and we offer Google Ads, and we offer Bing Ads management, and we do all kinds of stuff, SEO, all that good stuff too. We don't do anything that's like auto. Like we don't do that auto stuff that might be in like AdWords or Google Ads Express. All of our accounts are the full version of Google Ads. We're partners that we're basically able to go in and customize your custom tailored ad campaigns for you, whether this be Google Ads or Facebook or Instagram or others. We do all kinds. We even advertise podcasts and other things on different networks, Spotify and other stuff. And we do LinkedIn. We do all that stuff. And we use the most robust tools possible for that. We don't use automation. We have tested automation in the past with different things and found that the performance gains were not positive. There is certain automation that goes within Google Ads, meaning that we'll basically create the ads, the copy, get approved from you, so everything that's going on. We're also transparent about budgets. You understand how much you're paying and you're paying to Google. You're not paying to us. We're very straight on here's the fees and here's the Google cost. It's just how it is. That being said, we track conversions as well. So everything is tracked on the site, and you can see, if it's whether it's a click event or it's an actual like conversion that leads to sales. Those things are tracked in Google or other campaigns. So you better know how things are working or not working, which is really important. We work with e-commerce businesses and have done some great work with e-com in the past. And we always try to make, the best effort forward for anything that we do. And we don't do that automated stuff. Again, it's the full version of like Google Ads or any of these tools that we use, and nothing is automated. Google AdWords Express, we're not really big fans of. We do see a lot of people that use it are disappointed and then basically think they need a professional to help, because we can almost always see like 4 times return or more versus doing it yourself. That's a little bit about it. There's more on our website that kind of talks about it, but good question. Should I start SEO now or for my business or wait? So this is an interesting question. A lot of people kind of ask me when I should start for my business. And the basic thing is you don't want to start too early, but there's a caveat. You want to know your business, what it is, what it's about. SEO is not just a solution that can suddenly make your business big or massive. You have to first understand your business. What is it? What does it do? Why is it there? Because people will ask you too, what do you do? Why should I care? Why do you care? Why do you care about your business? That's the first question you should answer. And for Cow Abundant, why do we care about our business? It's because we want to help the local community. We want more businesses to thrive. We want local businesses to thrive. That's what we're all about. So we want businesses in Columbus and Ohio to thrive and succeed. And we've done that with so many businesses that have done well, where they'd actually expand and grow. Just the other day, there was a business that, is basically able to move on to an even bigger agency than us. And we're totally cool with that because, we want to help as many businesses as we can and not be short-sighted. And we know limitations as well. That's important as well. And so we're very happy when a business sells, when they grow, when they, do that kind of stuff. It's all a part of the process and growth. And because we're comfortable with ourselves, we've kind of designed our business that way. And that's what you need to do with your business, is to understand why are you here? Why is your business here? Another point that's kind of interesting is people will say, why, if I advertise, I'm worried that I will get too much business. Again, you should be comfortable in your own skin, and you should know what your business is. And it's a misconception of advertising that you just turn on the floodgates, because there are limitations. There's budgetary limitations you have, your time, what you produce. There are limits to you putting yourself out there. There are instances, of course, where people go viral. They put something out and it just goes viral, and then it hits big. But those are so small and few and far between. Don't be concerned with that. Don't limit yourself by thinking like, oh, I'm going to get too much business. This is going to be such a problem. That's a good problem to have. We actually have that problem. And we would rather have that problem than other problems, So right now we're asking you and other people, we need marketers. We need people to come to us, and we want people to expand our vision, which is to help local businesses and to have the community grow. Keep the money in the community, right? Because if you go to a big box store or any stuff like that, every dollar that you spend in a big box store, it's like 40 cents, 41 cents, whatever it is, stays in the community. Well, if you spend that dollar in a local business, it's like 63 cents, even higher sometimes. It stays in the community. So you have a lot more money that's just staying here. And sometimes it's obviously worse if it's, bigger business can be way smaller than that, stays in the community. But knowing that that's why I say shop local, promote local. Like people this weekend and every weekend, go someplace local, spend your money at a local restaurant. Go to your local, get a local barber, find things to incorporate in your life to be local, to support the community, because that is what creates richness, right? In the community is different food and the different races and ethnicities, and we all melt together, and that's what creates this awesome community, right? Like all of us together, and like go to festivals and do fun stuff, go to local art shows and see local artists. That's really important too. And that's what we're all about. So that's, yeah. So that was hopefully a tangent, but maybe something there was good. Why are some auction insights not showing in there? Only a few competitors listed. So auction insights looks like this. And it's in Google, and it's a setting where it's an area where you can basically see competitors. Now, there's some reasons why you won't see competitors. Overlap rate is essentially the main kind of way how Google determines if there is a competitor or not. And that just means in an auction, if you have another business that consistently is overlapping or versus you, right, in a bid, then they'll say the overlap rate is very high. That means that you're competitors. You're competing against each other because company X is often either in front or behind you, and you're often in a bidding war, I guess, between each other. So you're competitors. That's how they figure it out. Now, if you don't see your competitor, there's a number of reasons. If they're not advertising in the area, if there's not enough data, you can also expand the data set. So maybe it's more than 30 days to see if that, opens up enough for you. But there's basically a number of reasons why, and we kind of go in that in the newsletter. So next is how to choose a good domain name for SEO. My goodness, good domain name for SEO. So this is interesting. Domain names you can go to a company like namecheap.com. You can honestly look up any name you want. Some random website name here.com and it is available. So you can buy that if you want for $9 a year. Domain names will expire. Domain names are like real estate. So basically, if you don't pay your rent, then you're not going to, live there anymore. So sites like GoDaddy, Whois provide all this information on Whois data, and the Whois is basically information on like any site you want to get information on. So I could say, if I go into this, I could say like, guess even Google maybe, and it'll tell me like their domain name info. Is it breaking? What's going on here? Wow, is it like don't even try Google? That's weird. Unless the service is down. Let's see, yahoo.com. Is that an option? Well, I guess GoDaddy's broken, but GoDaddy breaks a lot, so I'm not surprised. But basically, you need to pay your domains every year, and you can buy any domain you want. Like Namecheap is a good one that has low prices on stuff, and basically you pay each year, and you can get a .com, you can get whatever you want. Now, I do recommend that if you're getting a domain, you want to keep it as short as you can, and simple, so that it makes sense. Like you could say your business, and then location like Columbus, so plumber Columbus, if you wanted to. I mean, for a domain that might not be available, that gives you some more flexibility. Like there's certain names that just won't be available because .coms are often taken. You can do a .net. That's perfectly fine. If you SEO for a .net, it's no big deal. It's totally fine. Like there's not one domain's better than the other. It's just what will you use more? If there's a domain that's better as a .net, I would say get that. And if for some reason the .com is like taken, just wait. You could just wait and not get it now, and that's fine. Good domain name for SEO. You could have like part of your name in the city, like I mentioned. It's a good idea to have your domain be your business name or as close as you can get. Our name, luckily, was available, and so we bought it. And we actually bought it for a number of years out, which I do recommend. If you're gonna just keep that, just keep maybe buying it for a few years instead of 1 year, so then you don't have to worry about it either. And then, because technically if it expires, then at that time, like at midnight, somebody else could buy it, and oftentimes that happens. So speaking of which, the next question, my domain is gone, what happened? Yeah, domains can leave, and it's a problem. So basically you want to make sure that you're paying your domain service. Otherwise, if you lapse it, then the next time somebody can buy it. And that's probably what happened there. Many companies auto-renew domains for this reason. It never looks good to use your domain or have anything down. It's not a good look. So I recommend keeping that. And then also you have to change all your business cards, your emails. You get some headaches too. So if you have any questions, just contact us at our contact page for that sort of thing. Do people search for businesses on social media like Instagram or others? Good question, and not really. Most people do not search businesses on social media. The best way to get in front of people is to produce great content on those forums. So video is essential, awesome, exciting stuff, fun stuff that's interesting. ABP, always be posting. That's important. So we offer 2 social media services for customers. First is a social media posting service, which is a calendar of posts, and we do custom graphics up to 4 platforms. So there's that on our site you can check out. The other is a new social media video service, which is pretty cool. And basically that is $2.99 per month and allows us to film some pieces for your business and then post them on social media. So yeah, check that out or inquire if you're interested. Finally getting some video, we can do it. We have some amazing tools to get that out to you. Last question is, are Google Maps ads organic? You mentioned there are paid Maps listings too. Yes. So there are paid listings for Google Maps. So this kind of did the point where like there is an ad here. So the rest are organic. But yes, ads do show up. And on top of that, like if you're in the map and you have a paid local maps ad, which we can actually do for businesses, then you can have like, you can show yours a little more prominently. So that's something to take note of. And we can actually help businesses kind of show up better and more likely, like if people are searching competitors or like, if you're a jewelry store, we can get people searching like jewelry store, you could be showing up a little better as well through paid local maps. And those are really popular. Those for driving directions or phone calls, those actually are really good for local businesses. I absolutely recommend those, especially if you're in a very competitive kind of landscape thing. So this month's charity is Freedom Paws. Freedom Paws is a great organization. Every month we support a charity. This month is Freedom Paws, and basically they help the local community by providing trained support animals for those in need. So join us in donating. The link is be down below on the video or in our newsletter. So definitely donate to them. This month in memes, we have some fun, silly memes as always, which are always great to look at and laugh at and comment and think about. They're memes. I don't know. They're funny. August 2nd, Jason Barger, who I work with, is launching a new book called Breathing Oxygen. Do check that out, about company culture and basically, the whole thing, diversity, like how things have changed and shifted in the last 2 years even, which has been just monumental. And so it's a great book to check out, and I recommend that. You can pre-order it now on his website. We have a link to the podcast, which you can check out, which is great podcast. We help with that, and we love it. We're proud of it. We've been over 100 episodes and 6 seasons, and it's pretty cool to be part of that. So we love doing podcasts, and we recommend it. We are hiring, so join our team. We would love to hear from you. So please visit our website, cowabundant.com/hiring, and apply. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe below. I do appreciate you so much. Have a wonderful day. Everyone be safe. Take care of each other. Bye.